I'm going to experiment today because a friend of mine who's going to pop his head around the corner sooner, oh there he is, he brought his sous vide thingy. I don't know. I asked him, does it vibrate? Not that it matters. We're going to sous vide some lamb today. I have 2 racks of lamb. What we're going to do is we're going to sous vide one whole and the other we're going to put into chops. And I got water already on the stove. I've never done sous vide before. I don't know how I'm going to write this up as a recipe for my website, but we're going to have fun experimenting with sous vide today. He's done it plenty of times, so he knows what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, let's sous vide some rack of lamb today. So here are my 2 racks of lamb. The plan is that I'm going to, first of all, season these with a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to do it on this side though, because this side is all bone. Just along the edge here. These are already Frenched. You can see how these bones have been cleaned up here. This is Frenched racks. I'm going to buy these at Costco. Okay, and then pepper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sear this fat on a grill just to put in some bar marks before we start sous viding them. You can hear that little whirring sound in the background. That's the sous vide thing working in the pot. Okay, next thing to do is to heat up the grill. So I've heated a cast iron stovetop grill to about 500 degrees. Sizzle, sizzle. I'm going to put that over there. And I've coated it with safflower oil because safflower oil you can heat up to over 500 degrees before it starts to smoke. It's got a very high smoke point. All I'm interested in is bar marks. That'll look nicer later on. When you do marks, you don't move the meat, because the more you move it, the more you're going to confuse all the bar marks. Put them down, leave it alone, it'll be fine. So here are my racks. Notice the bar marks in there. I'm going to wrap one up and sous vide it whole. The other one, which I have browned, I'm going to cut into chops. And I like to do double chops because then you get a nice thick cut of meat. More is always better. Nice knife. Okay, there are my individual chops. Next thing I have to do is vacuum seal these. I'm going to use my vacuum sealer here to seal these. I need to make a bag first of all, so I'm going to seal one end. This is very loud. Okay. One end is sealed. Pair of scissors out, big enough to hold the whole thing. And then get the rack in there, like so. Got the meat in there. Next I'm going to season this with some herbs from my little herb garden outside. This is fresh marjoram. Just going to sprinkle that on the meat. Put a few sage leaves in there. And I've got some rosemary. Pick some of these off. Love rosemary with lamb. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of fresh minced garlic in there. So it's seasoned. I'm ready to seal it shut now. Okay, ready to seal this now. And there it is. Check that out. Beautifully vacuum sealed with my herbs in there. This is ready to go into the pot. I have to do the individual ones and we'll be ready to start sous vide cooking. So here are my racks, the whole rack, and then these individual pieces, all vacuum sealed, ready to go. We're going to cook these to between rare to medium rare. So we're going to cook them at 125 degrees, which is 52 degrees Celsius. This is going to take longer to cook, so we're going to put this in the water first, and then after about 45 minutes, we'll add the individual chops here. Total cooking time we expect to be about 2 hours. So there's our sous vide bath working. I'm going to check the temperature on this. 122, 123 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're up there around 51, 52 degrees Celsius. We're ready to start submerging our lamb in the water. There it goes into the water underneath. And one nice thing about it is you can get your hands in the water at 125 degrees. You're not going to hurt yourself like you would if you were boiling it at 212 degrees. All right, we're going to set a timer for 45 minutes and then we'll add the smaller chops afterwards. 45 minutes has passed, so now we can start putting in the individual chops. Get those submerged in the water. And then these will go for another hour and 15 minutes. In case you're wondering what that noise is, we are finishing up the chops with bar marks, and behind those are Brussels sprouts. They've finished steaming. We are about ready to plate and eat. So how I would plate this. First of all, I have some Brussels sprouts that we roasted. We actually grilled these. Gonna put a lot on there because I love Brussels sprouts. And we added some bacon bits. We cooked some bacon until it was crisp. And we added some bacon bits. This is a very ugly plate, but ugly plates look great in videos. And then I'm going to put a couple of scoops of rice on there. This is rice with peas. Beautiful. Got to be a little bit fussy, especially with a plate like this, because wait till you see what's coming next. And then one sous vide lamb chop that we grilled for just a few minutes to get those bar marks in there, but otherwise that is rare all the way through. I want you to see something. It's not too hot. Look at the inside of that. See, it's not cooked thick all the way around the outside. It's all pink inside. There's the piece that I just cut off. That's sous vide. It's just like wall to wall, rare or medium rare. So there it is, my first experiment with sous vide. This is cooked very tender inside. I can tell it's so pink inside. Delicious. I love lamb and Brussels sprouts. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to go enjoy a late lunch of sous vide rack of lamb.